Hello, it's Christina with My24Plan.com. Today I'm going to share with you basically how I set up my daily pages a little bit and just how I use stickers in my planner. So the first thing I wanted to share with you is this box. Let me move some of these things out of the way. So I have this box here. It's like I don't even know if it's a shoe size box. I don't even know where I got it. It has this label thing on the end. I could take some dimensions. But anyways, and then I got a photo album, and I'll take it out so you can see. This has Alaska on it. How funny. And then it does have a closure, so you can close it. Looks like that. But I set it up in this box to where I can flip through the pages this way, right? So, and some of the things that won't fit in here or that maybe don't really belong are kind of stuffed back here in the back. So when I'm flipping through it, I can flip this way. You see, there's not everything's full. In here there's some more, and there's mostly like letters back here in the back. Okay, or turn it around this way, kind of adjust it a little bit, and now I can flip on this side. So it makes it super easy. I cut sheets down. Some of these were just torn directly out of a sticker book, and I just stuck them in like that. Some of the other ones that come in sheets that are bigger, like from Etsy, then I just cut them to fit in here. Or if I've used the other parts of it or whatever, I just kind of cut the remaining pieces down, if that makes sense. There's some Happy Planner rolls in here as well. And like I said, there's some other little things back here, just basically odds and ends that are stuck up back there. And then I shared this one with you guys last week. When I did some planning. I've kind of changed it a little bit. I've added some other things to it. Some more of these boxes and some other various things. But as you can see, I have a few empty slots. And then I found this one that I had. And so I put a lot of the samplers or the smaller ones in here. See, like this one I cut down. And so I can just kind of flip through here. I'm just doing a really quick flip, you guys. And I just make it like this, and that way I can kind of see what I have a little bit more. My collection is nowhere near huge. I'm not trying to show my collection. I'm just trying to show you like how I use it and how I store things, to make it a little bit more easy, you know what I mean, to use or whatever. But another thing that I like are these envelopes. They're like the poly, like plasticky envelopes, and these specific ones have a curve cut out on the back, and then you can put more things in here, and then this part actually closes just with a snap. And there were like all different designs of these. You can find these at on Amazon, but I just wanted to share that with you too, if there's specific things that you're kind of keeping out to do certain things. So where I'm currently at, here's my Filofax. Let's scoop this stuff out of the way. I did a little bit more. I got my order from Caden's Mom Shops, and so I taped or glued that one in because I already had two over here. So I like those things. I think they're fun. Let's see. I'll share with you like a few of the changes I've made that I can think of. I can't remember if these were in there or not, but you know, you can add all the notepads. You can just punch those and just quickly add them in. And for these things, sometimes I keep them in here for a little while depending on what I write on there. But a lot of times I'll just yank these right out. Speaking of yanking on things, I highly recommend not opening your rings from the rings ever, unless it doesn't have an apparatus to use, like the Filofax has the both ends where you can just snap it. Because that's what stretches out your rings, and that's how you get those gaps in between them, is by yanking on them. Just saying. So little tidbit in case you didn't know that. Added some little flowers. These are washi tape stickers that I bought from Walmart from the Pen and Gear brand. Let's see. Oh, my labels. That's what it was. I'm like, what am I talking about here? I don't know if you guys can see. I fixed my labels, guys. Isn't that cool? And then I just put like those little icon stickers. Like this one has a little bit bigger one, a bow. But I really like those. It looks so much better. And I also, like, again, I can't remember what I had in my last video, so I'm going to show it again. But I labeled my sections. Well, that one didn't have one. Did the notes one? I think it did. Yeah, see? I labeled it. That's an N. It's kind of a pale pink. You probably can't see it very well on camera. This was a cover, the back cover. The front one's in here too, but the back cover to a Paper Penguin Co. on Etsy, one of the Traveler's Notebook inserts that I purchased from her. And so I like it. It's black, but I liked my little card I put on there, and I love the little penguins. And then I did punch this. I got this from Caden's Mom Shops, and so I did punch this one. I didn't punch, I ordered both of them. They came out in her Etsy store, and I ordered the today and this week, and I didn't know how it was going to do if I punched it. I was kind of scared. So I was like, okay, which one would I rather have? I'd rather have the today. So I punched the this week one to try it out. And I think it's okay that I punched it. So you can see it. I have some things kind of stuck in there. But you can see from the top, you can see it right here. Let me see if I can hold it right. You know, it kind of sticks up more. So I left it like that on purpose, obviously. You see? But anyway, I was kind of scared to punch it. So I was like, ah. I'm going to come back to this part that I wanted to share with you. That's why I had this stuff in here. But just added you know, like this little purple bow. Look how cute that is. And then did my labeling and added some more of those here. And just kind of, here's the back cover because I liked my vinyl sticker that I had on there. So I just cut it down with my paper cutter and then punched it and put it in here. But added some pictures pictures, wow, that's a camera. Some stickers rather. This says feeling good, and the typewriter is so cool. I like it. And doing some work on the blog. Super excited about what I'm working on for that. That's upcoming. And yeah, just did some more stickering a little bit and just, you know, more personalizing and trying to add some more of me, you know. This was another roll of washi stickers that I purchased from Walmart just to try those out first. And yeah. So these two came in one of those Pen and Gear sets from Walmart. So I'm going to put one in this way and then one in this way, just randomly throughout. I don't know exactly where. But I wanted to show you, these are the little sticker books that I have. Okay, you get these at Michael's, all right? And this came out of one of a sticker book similar to what I'm talking about. So what I did was, I have my current week on here. But what I did, let me scoot this up, is I deconstructed one of my Paper Penguin Co. Traveler's Notebook inserts that has the Tomio River paper in it. Okay, I took it apart and I punched holes in it. And what I want in here, where I was kind of feeling uneasy, was that I'm not really keeping for some reason, I got away from keeping some of my daily pages in here. Now, I don't need a lot of older ones because I basically process those and I put what information I need on my monthly calendar. Okay, as a reference. So like that was April, and then here's May, and then there's June. I mean, I do forward plan on this as well, but I'm just saying, okay? But I wanted to plan in the future more, and that's why, you know, the luxury of having rings, right? So I want a quarter in here at a time because I have had the baby now, my fourth and final baby. I launched My24Plan.com May 1st, and now I'm ready to get back focused on my 12-week goals. And so I want a quarter worth of daily pages in here. One way to do that is by using the Tomio River paper because it's so thin. I love it. Now, I'm not a fountain pen user. I'm not using it for that reason. I'm using it purely because I like the way it feels when you flip the pages, and because it's so thin. I love it. So I have in here the rest of May and all of June for my daily pages, okay? And I don't do a lot of, how do I say, like that's why I'm kind of sound like I'm choppy, because I'm trying to put into words what my brain is thinking. I don't do a whole lot of like stickering, pre-planning. Do you see what I'm saying? Like, I don't just randomly lay down stuff. Like, there is a purpose for it. So what I've done so far is I want to get them labeled. And by labeling, I mean the day of the week, and it simply could just be one letter. I did have a page flag on here. I was kind of experimenting. Again, I'm not some fancy dancy person, but I want a little bit, you know, look like I'm doing, you know what I'm doing, just a smidgen, you know what I mean? And then the number. Then, just like I have these Post-it tabs up here, I have some more of these labels. So I'm going to do a Post-it tab. I mean, like I said, I don't have all of May in here, but I'm going to do a Post-it tab right here for May. And then I'm going to do another one for June 1st right here. Okay, so that I can kind of quickly flip to it. So I have, I didn't bring it in here, dadgummit. I have a paper pad, or a sticker pad rather, of numbers, and let's see, does it has numbers and I think days of the week, like all spelled out, and some months, I believe. And so that's what I got my numbers from. But you could just get number stickers from Etsy or Amazon, whatever. But like these, I'll try to remember to bring that sticker pad in here when I do my video on Saturday for my weekend review. But anyways, so these kind of stickers. So I'm homeschooling my 4-year-old, my third child, my 4-year-old daughter. And so, you know, these, we kind of gravitate towards these in the stores. And so I was like, what am I going to do with these? Like, I'm not going to use these a whole lot to like make words, right? Like to make labels and stuff. So I thought I could totally use the letters for the days of the week at least and put those on. For example, let's see, where am I at here? Because I started doing it Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. So this is Tuesday. So I could just get one of these tees. And so you can see here, I've got a couple of small ones and a couple of big ones. So I'm going to use the big one. And I'm going to take this off. And then I put these flags down too, you guys. And I didn't really think about what I was going to use. So I could put it over there beside it. That's fine with me. And then I could write the month on there or whatever. So then for Wednesday, just going to put it on here like this. Like, it doesn't have to be fancy. Or if I decide to, I could do WD, you know, and that would be fine with these letters. That wouldn't bother me, you know. So that way I can do some pre-planning so I can get my goals, action steps down on paper. Like, okay, this is what I'm working on. Now, the other reason is because I don't have weekly inserts. I felt like it was repetitive. I did have them a little bit before. A lot of people do their schedules on those. And at this time, for this season of my life, I feel like it's repetitive. I don't have a lot of appointments. My deadlines and my due dates kind of stuff is self-assigned. Okay, that means that I'm assigning the due date. So I don't really see a purpose for that at this time for me. So that's why I'm going to forward plan this way. If things change, then they change. Like, you know, you could plan tomorrow and things could change. So what's the difference? Do you see what I mean? And if I felt, you know, more unsure of something, I could always use Post-it notes. You know, slap a Post-it note on here like, hey, I want to have this done by this day, but it kind of depends on 2 or 3 other things. So I could just put a Post-it note, you know, use Post-it notes in those situations. So that's the point, and how you can fit a bunch of daily pages if you are using daily pages. A lot of people kind of steer away from those. They think, oh, I don't have enough to write. But it's your planning process. It's how you're planning. Where do you put what information that will determine what inserts you need? So I hope that makes sense. But that's what I'm working on. So like I said, I have the rest of May and June in here, and then for the next quarter, I'll remove those, process the information on those, and kind of make notes in here if there's anything I need to reference, you know, keep in here for reference. And I have kept random daily pages in my planner sometimes, like, hey, I still need that. I'm not going to take it out yet. And there's no rules. I mean, there's really not. There's no rules to planning. It's what works for you. But that's where a lot of us struggle, right? Because we're all different. We all think differently. We process information differently. And we have different seasons of our lives. So even if you're a planner, you know, your seasons of life could change, and they will change. And so your planner changes. You know, I'm 40 years old now. So, you know, I'm not going to put, and some people do, and I am not downing other people, but I'm saying, like, my style has changed in decoration. You know, what am I going to put in my planner as far as stickers go? These are the things that I like now. You see what I mean? So our planners are ever changing and ever evolving with us, just in everyday life. I encourage you to use something as a planner. Use something, even if it's just a monthly calendar and a notebook, and you make a to-do list for that day. I think that you will begin to see the benefits of it, and you will continue to evolve that simple system, and carry it around with you. You have to use it. It's silly to sit and plan and pre-plan and write out everything that you're going to do and not do anything. You have to take action too. For me, I don't just put stickers on here and change out my dividers and add labels and do all the things. I do the tasks that are on my daily sheet, and there is a process for what tasks are on that sheet to begin with. If you have any questions, I would love to start a conversation, get the discussion going about different planning processes and how to get started, how to tweak a certain area of your planner if you're struggling at the moment. So Like I said, Saturday's video is going to be my weekend review because I did a quick functional weekly plan with me earlier for this current week that we're in. And so that's the next video that's coming. If you guys have any requests, again, I would love to hear that from you as well. To leave those in the comments below. Check the description box for more information. Oh, look, there's some, the whole time I'm talking, there's some stickers, some letters on my file effects. I have to get the tweezers after that. Maybe I can get it. But yeah, leave comments and check the description box for more information. Let me know if you have any other questions or if you want to see something in more detail. I would love to show that to you. I will talk to you all Saturday. Bye.